Okay, so just landed, and it should be day one. Yep, day one. So on. I'm just gonna grab what I need. So I've just played through this, and something you don't grab is the carbon dioxide bottle. You don't need that until you have a scrubber. You probably want to pick up the abandoned tablet just to use it. So if I go into the inventory, if you use it, then it'll give you some sort of, in this case, apparently efficient photovoltaics. You want the spectral detector to know where the water is. You don't want actually the planting gun. I want to put that back. And I don't want that either.
New item. New item.
The thing is, if I pick it up and do that, and drop it, it's going to eventually disappear. So I now want to reload back. So I played quite a bit. So this is after you've gone through the normal base that they had, nice big base, and then it's all exploded. Yeah. Don't want to give too much away. You just follow the green lights. There's a... The big thing is there's a door that it does occasionally open. So if you get stuck, just occasionally... just wait by the door that sort of opens a bit, and then you can follow through there. And so what I found is that you build some solar panels, and you need to go destroy stuff at the old base and pick up things like small circuit boards, so you can build an ECU and a battery pack, and you can have your you can start planting plants and having them running. Alright, so you want the jackhammer.
New item.
Not so important. You're going to definitely want the grinder. That's very, very important. You definitely need the hoses, the cables. We can grab that later. We're going to need just grab all the food so we don't have to think about it. Electronics, cement, solar cells, screws. These will all be useful. You're going to need small engines. They're used in a whole bunch of stuff. Plates, aluminium. Aluminium turns out to be hard to get as a resource. Grab the med packs. Okay, so the important thing, yes, you want the blowtorch.
New item.
And yes, you want the spectral detector. But you don't want these things here. So you don't pick up the CO2 canister. Don't pick up the seed bits until later. Because you're just need the inventory slots for everything. I've already got a seed magazine sitting here. I didn't pick anything up yet. Yeah. We've got enough oxygen and everything else. We're fine. And
Information.
so we're going to want to go build a well over here. And then we're going to go over there and pick up some stuff so we can build some have some solar panels connected to a habitat. So if you check in your inventory, I like to have the blowtorch first. Alright, spectral detector is 4, 5. Here. Spectral detector will tell you that this is a water spot. And I have to stop. Blueprints. well. Build a well here. And you got some water. And this powers itself. Alright, I'll just quick save. And I'll be back. Okay, so something I really recommend you do is go into options, controls, and there is yeah, it's in the control. Oh, quick load. Remove that. Just remove that, because that there, you're gonna, if you're using quick save, you're gonna accidentally press F6 instead of F5, and you're gonna quick load, and you're gonna lose a whole bunch of time. So don't go doing that. Did I? Hang on. Did I actually apply those changes? Yes. Okay, good. Alright, we now have a well. So the well gives us water. We can go up here. You see the hydration in the bottom right.
Source
We're
empty.
now hydrating. So you're just using this and getting water from it. And if I sort of jump up here, I can see it's got 5 kilowatts from the solar panel. It's produced 6 liters of water. It stored 1, so I must have consumed 5 just then. And it's just producing water at the moment. It's not producing. There's no Sabatier reactor or anything connected. So let's go into the blueprints, and what we're going to want is 4 solar panels, and then later on the main bit is going to be a special little one, but let's put these over here where it doesn't matter about the ground being a little bit rocky. Put them here. So these require 2 electronics, a bunch of screws, some engines, solar cells, small pipes. So solar cells are obviously quite hard to get.
Available point for technological advancement.
That new technology point will be very useful. Alright, so I have these. Now to get them all together, I press B to go to blueprints. Oh wait, I hit T to go in electricity. I need the workshop first. Okay, I can't get the transformer until I've got a workshop, and I can't get a workshop until I've built some more. Gotta go do some angle grinding. Sometimes this is calcium. Okay, calcium is hard to find. These rocks have got silicon and iron in it. Aluminium and calcium are a lot harder to find, but still very important. And yeah, so if you can just... Calcium is needed for cement and some other things. Alright, we've got a grinder here. And we just want to go through and scrap everything, pretty much. Scrap enough that we get a point for scrapping things that we can then make a workshop with. which we can then use to build a put a point into ECU, so we can then build stuff. So yeah, we need. So I can scrap these little bits here, down here, and that's fine. But I can't scrap this. It comes up and says that you need to upgrade my angle grinder. I'll show you through the base quickly, just so you can see, and also so I can pick up some of the. Especially need small circuit boards. So there's a tablet here that should have some stuff in it. So if I go to you picked it up, inventory, abandoned tablet. If I use it, this has now given me night vision apparently. I think that's how it works. I'm not 100% sure. So that's got a big circuit board in it, which we don't. This has got the small circuit board. This is the one we're definitely going to need for building some of the things we need. And I think this has got another circuit board in it. There's another small circuit board. And there's a couple of things up here that are somewhat useful. Here's another small circuit board. So you need a circuit board for the ECU, the electronic control. Oh yeah, I want to pick up the meal before I start destroying everything here. Don't want to destroy those gas canisters, they don't. Yeah. Really give you anything. So the reason before I said let's not go pick up the CO2 canister, that's back in the.
Available point for technological advancement.
The canister the CO2 canister back at our capsule that we landed in is. I pick it up. I went. Oh, I don't need it. I put it down somewhere, and it fell through the floor. It just had one of those fun physics things. So turns out that if you don't put things away very properly, then occasionally it'll just fall through. And so I lost a bunch of different things that I was just dropping on the floor of the workshop that I had, and I would come back to find that they were somewhere down on the floor. They kind of look like this, you could see that there's something way down, but I was already on the ground, and so it was somewhere disappeared. So it's currently nearly 1 o'clock in the day. We got that workshop. So I'll show technology tree here. We now should be able to create this workshop. That's the main thing that we're going to need to build. Workshop's a big, basic building. And now I can use the electricity point here to build the transformer. ECU, and then what we're really going to want is lithium-ion battery pack. So, because we're going to want now, I think we've got already enough. We've got a spare O2 container, and we're fine for all of that. We've got 3 circuit boards. We don't need anything else right now. Let's just get out of here. This is the way we came. So the well is there. We've got this set of solar panels here. We're going to want to make the workshop, which is the first big building.
For technological advancement.
Oh yay, electricity point. That's the one we need for our battery pack. So now we can make the basics of what we want. So get the blueprint out, and we got here the workshop now. So this is a living space. So this is a decent sized building. The important thing to note is where is the see, that's the input there. You want it on the other side. So we also need enough space. So there's a bit of a rocky outcrop here. We need space for 2 airlocks. So we kind of want to go put this probably around here. Which way is where the... Okay, zooming out. Okay, so that's on that side. I assume... Yeah, that's seems about right where we're going to want it. With enough space here for... Make sure that there's enough space for us to then have 2 airlocks. 1, 2. I didn't have enough space for 2 airlocks the first time I did this. Had to go build it again. I should have saved before I built any of this. Also, the other thing we're going to badly need quickly... Did I get the other... Okay, lithium-ion battery pack.
Electricity.
Excellent.
Technology
We don't have much
access
time
level increase.
whilst there's sunlight, so before I even go in and build everything else, the blowtorch, what we're going to want is this transformer, ECU. We want the electricity to come out this way. And then we want it to go to a battery pack. So let's build these. We have to make sure that we've got enough of what we've got. 3 small circuit boards here. And I'm hoping that we've got enough to build there. And inventory, we're going to want the electrical cable, and we'll soon want the gas cable. So electrical cable, open up the socket. I think there might be some mechanism where if the socket's left open and there's a sandstorm, then there might be increased damage. Something, I'm not exactly sure. Oh yeah, if you want to charge your suit, you can just directly use this.
Suit recharged.
When you start doing lots of drilling, you're going to use up your suit charge a lot faster. Thankfully, I think electrical cables are really easy to make. They just use silicon, and there's a big supply of silicon, so you don't have to worry too much. I think water cables need silicon and something else. Possibly aluminium, which would be... It's harder to get. From what I've played. I've only played for a few hours, so... I am definitely not an expert, and as you see, I'm still having problems. Alright, the main thing we want to be doing is getting a battery charge as soon as possible. So we set everything else, and we set this to 100, get 20 kilowatt hours out, and then that way this is now charging the battery, 180 kilowatt hours worth of battery pack at 20 kilowatts. So now I can go back here, start building everything up. So we need one medium circuit board. I left that off in the... Did you use it up already? There is a medium circuit board that comes in the capsule. So see whether I can build this completely.
Not enough materials.
So it shows you there, needs a medium circuit board. So I should have picked that up earlier. Not the most optimal, but the most important thing is being able to start charging that battery as fast as possible. That's really what it comes down to. The circuit board's just down here. Boop. And this lets you see. Come on. Did you just drop it? Did I just drop it? It's sitting in the air. Yes, use. What's my inventory? What's going on? I got plenty of space. I didn't have a spare. That's interesting. I didn't know you needed that. Okay, boom. So we now have socket for power, for oxygen, and for water. So we'll take the power. Plug this into here. Now I've not told it to output any power yet because I don't want to do that until pretty much the next day when I've got enough charge and I won't use up all the battery. So the output is always limited to current battery charge. Interesting. Yeah. You should now have the absolute minimum that's needed. And go to blueprint, go to wrap. Boom. Even just 2 aluminium plates is going to be a pain to make. So because, as you'll have noted to be able to get here, there's no electricity. These airlocks thankfully work. Now there's no power here, there's nothing, you just get this and it'll tell you there's no structures, there's no power, there's no anything that's in supply. What we're going to want to build is a plant incubator. I started on this side I think I want 2 plant incubators this time, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough materials for it, so we'll see. And it's mostly actually I'm gonna not have the electricity for it, so I'm only gonna build 2. So my blowtorch is getting really low, so I'm only going to build 1 of these and 1 of these for the moment, because even just powering it is going to be a pain. So I think I should soon be able to build... Oh no, I don't have it. I don't have it in the tech tree yet. Something I want to be able to do... You can build a CO2 scrubber, so that way you can be producing oxygen inside, or you can have small corridors to go out. So it's in the materials. The mechanics bit, blowtorch, there's a workbench you can eventually build in here that's useful. So the battery, this extended battery pack gives you 450 kilowatt hours, but it uses up some of the materials. It's going to be hard to get. Battery rack, I believe, lets you just plug in and recharge your suit battery. Right now, those aren't that important. A workbench will be useful for repairing things, because what we have to do right now, we've got this repair kit here. We're going to have to right click and repair the blowtorch and use up one of our repair kits. So yeah, this is a good bit. I want to get the water. There's a way you can build a water tap system in here, and I can't I think you have to get it as a blueprint. Oh no, there we go, workshop sink. Cool. So I'm going to take the well, I'm going to bring the water to here, so that way I've got water directly into here and it's easier to get hydrated. And pressure in, pressure out. Inventory, I'm going to go for swapping these. I just realized that I'm playing through the wrong... I'm not playing through my headphones, I'm playing through my speaker, so you probably get a bit of echo. That's not good. Let me change some settings in a moment. Boom! Connection. Alright. Save that. That's worth... Workshop setup. Okay, hopefully that's a little bit better. And it's now getting dark, it's now getting cold. The output here is still 20 kilowatt hours. This is only at 60 kilowatt, but it's all going to get cold very quickly. I'm just going to drink some water.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure warning.
I could have cabled all this up before so I didn't have to come in, but
Water refilling.
water refilling. Boom. Alright. And I can check my inventory. I've got 2 water tanks. My oxygen is all fine, which I can't do here anyway. And I will eat. I'm now hungry. I have 20 processed food. 19. I've got... So I want to come and put in some of the things here, but we've now got water, so that's a good thing required, but we're going to need the power for those
Equalizer pressure.
plants. It's now going to get cold soon. It gets dark. My biggest concern is that I don't know how to charge the battery and run this up enough, and I'm going to need more another ECU and another set of solar panels, and I can't really build all those. But I mean, here this has got a nice little self-contained system, and so what I need now was in my inventory. Okay, let's take the helmet off and let's swap CO2 bottles. We put the O2 bottle in here.
Oxygen
So
source
doing multiple things at
external.
once. So I'm now going to use this, fill the oxygen bottle that was in my hot bar, and it's sitting there. Pick it up. So O2 is all fine. We're breathing normally. We've got that there. We've got that oxygen that I put in there. Everything's all good. See, I've already got a CO2 bottle here, and there's another one that's it. Those are going to be useful when there's a sandstorm in another day of this, I believe. I could probably get a little bit more stuff done.
Warning.
Warning.
Suit power 75%.
So what I've found, it's about 8 o'clock, between 8 and 9 o'clock, that you can actually go out during the day and it's not freezing cold. It gets up, the sun gets up earlier than that. The sun is sort of 6:45, 7 o'clock-ish. But, so let's make sure we save. Yeah, you're automatically saved. Let's make sure that we put our... we could have just put it in there.
Suit pressurized. Helmet sealed.
Right. So for today, we're going to go and just grind over there. We're waiting for pretty much everything here to finish charging up. And it's minus 30 degrees outside, so it's cold. And I'm trying to run over here. I can hear the throbbing of the heart. Oh, there's some solar panels here. Hey, don't do that. Pick them up. So these are things that you, A, can't scrap, and B, shouldn't scrap because they'll hurt you if you do so. You know what? I want to point out that there is this here. And that's a damaged circuit board. So something we can do, put a new one in. And then apparently if you just give this a little... then it's not fixing up. Instead, if you do this, then it's going to be usable. Alright, it says battery level 100%, so I don't know why I can't use this quad bike. I don't know what's needed. I can't fix it. I'm just going to start scrapping things. So this is going to be particularly boring and just be an annoying pain for a while. Feel free to just skip forwards until all of this is done. Pretty much from now on, you spend the day scrapping stuff, and then next day, then you go and hopefully have enough battery power. You can start planting the seeds. So you go to the capsule, you grab the seed, the planting gun, head over to your workspace, go plant some seeds, and just make sure that there's enough power going to them and from the battery pack. And then you're going to spend most of the time just recharging your suit and then going with the jackhammer off to the off to get iron and to look at whatever else, especially see if you can get aluminium and stuff if you're lucky. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how far I've gotten in this game and the tips I can suggest. So, good luck. Oh, look, another suit battery. And yeah, let me know how you go with the game. Technological advancement for materials. So last time I went for a C2 scrubber, but it wasn't actually that useful. I'm going to see if I can make a corridor this time. Because the pump I don't need, that's for water and oxygen. The CO2 scrubber I don't need because I can get oxygen inside our main bit. Solid rocket fuel explosive. I'm worried if I pick it up, I'm not going to have space in my inventory. I'm worried if I leave it there. But I don't have enough for items to make an inventory box. That's the next thing that I'd like to level up to make an inventory box. Let me skip forward past all of this stuff. Alright, I will briefly mention that you can angle grind these circle vents up here. And there's vents on the outside as well. There was one more small circuit board that I just picked up over there. So there's a few little bits and pieces around that are semi-useful. And just scrap whatever you can in here. Including this. Including these. Including all of these. Including that. And all these here can be scrapped. All these here can be scrapped. All this can be scrapped. So it gives you a bit of materials. Yeah, you end up with that was some small piping apparently. Or more small pipes. Oh, helps. Okay, just I've done most of the other bits. This is pretty much the last bit of scrap. And I'll show you up here. I've gone and scrapped all of this. And I've now got a few bits and pieces here, a few more pipes and things. I'm gonna leave the O2 bottle there just in case. I've got pretty much everything out here. I'm gonna leave this suit battery thing here. Oh, solid rocket fuel explosive. I don't really wanna pick that up and have to play with it. And slightly low on hydration and hunger. It's okay. So it's now 2 o'clock. Let's see how well this battery is charged. So it's sort of a day and a half. Oh, it's fully charged. Excellent. Power out. Let's... From experience is about 18 kilowatt hours you needed at least. And it should now automatically open. Oh. What's wrong? Where's structure? Oh, there we go.
Low pressure line.
Yay! It's got power. And it's happy and stuff. So, don't I have a plant incubator here this is fully built? This is fully built. I guess it doesn't need anything. Okay. I gotta go get the...
Refill.
I gotta go get the battery... Not battery, the seeding device.
Equalizer pressure.
Alright. Okay, so... Seed magazine,
New.
planting 2. Oh, and while I'm here, I want to see if I can make inventory box. Electronics, screws, glass plate, aluminium plate. Before I do so, I'm going to save, just in case. Before inventory box. In case, turns out I need those items for something else and I'm going to have to... It screws up the entire gameplay. But, show you the printing. So, inventory, it was glass plate, aluminium, screws. What was the other thing that it needed? Electronics. Crazy that it needs electronics. Add one in, and boom, it printed it. So now I grab those back, go to the printer container, and now I've got an inventory box in here. I might have to store some stuff in here. I haven't used an inventory box yet, so let's see how that goes.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure warning.
Should be in the inventory, shouldn't it? Planting tool. Inventory box. Okay, good. I can put some things in here. I don't need the tablet, the circuit boards right now. I will keep these important bits here. I should recharge my suit battery whilst there's still power being generated, so that is a good idea. Oh, but that's not important right now compared to... That's an old spare suit battery. Potatoes! Let's plant the potatoes. Kind of important.
Point for technological advancement.
Okay. So... seal that up. Ah, here we go. Structure. Demand 0.7. 2. So I'm now giving it water and electricity. And it seems like it's okay. It's 21 degrees in here. And I think I just got a technological upgrade in botany. I can now apparently build a
Botany. Technology
fridge.
access level increased.
Seed machine, food processing. These are all going to be important soon. Something I kept getting was notifications that my plants were withering, mostly because there's just no power. So that's a issue.
Equalizer pressure.
This this should be working fine. It's got plenty capacity. Now I'm just going to go do some drilling, and the point here is you drill, and then you drill this down further, and then this is the bit that you need. You need silicon rock from there, and you just keep doing. I would just go and drill everything, all the pieces of a big rock, and then go pick them all up. I have noticed that doing this does seem to use your suit battery up a lot, which is why, whilst there's spare charge, one option is give me some charge here. Oh, I can do it like this actually. I just there's nothing going into that bit, but into number 2 there is. So if you just hold this down, see it's slowly charging. 59%, 63%, 64%. Because by the time it comes nighttime, and it's already 5:30, so it's pretty late. Come on, charge it up. This does seem to be a painfully slow way of charging. You can do it directly from a single solar panel as well. What I also found is usually the battery will stop discharging at like 2 kilowatts. So it just leaves just enough to recharge your suit. So that's really useful. Ooh, how do I put this? I want to charge the suit. I want to just it's not going to do it. So that should have used a tiny bit of the battery pack got used up then, and a lot more is going to use it soon. Don't know how I dropped that cable. Once my hunger gets a little bit lower, I'll also just eat some food, because I don't want to accidentally go above 100%. But I think it only gives you about 50% for a piece of food. So if you look, my hunger's at 22%. 66%. Okay, so it's not an amazing amount of food. And I've got 18 packs, so it's going to take a little while to process all the food for what we need to grow some more food. I don't even have the ability yet to build the stuff that goes in the ground for making the plants grow bigger. I should probably be growing more foods at once, but I don't know how long the batteries will last. So yeah, there's just a bunch of different issues there. I would actually love another whole ECU and another set of solar panels, so that one is just charging the batteries for at night, and then the other is powering it during the day. Alright. Let's see what we can see. When it's time to go to sleep, you know, because it will say unexpected temperature drop in an hour, or it'll just get cold enough that it forces you. It keeps telling you that it's cold. Alright. I'm just going to keep drilling for a little bit. So I'm going to start getting some iron ore as well. So you need iron ore and silica seem to be the two most common and particularly useful. So I picked up 10 iron, and I just keep doing that until it gets just a little bit colder and I have to go inside. There we go. So it just came up warning significant temperature drop in 1 hour. So that's a good sign that it will be pretty much just finish up the last of what I'm working on. And over here. So
Low temperature warning.
low temperature, find shelter. It's getting cold enough that I'm actually losing health. So I should have come straight in as soon as it said that. Stereo 2, it's now warm, it's okay in here. And
Oxygen source external.
that was a good day. Sometimes it'll complain that you don't have enough water or enough to power or something to sleep. You just maybe you can't set it to
75%.
6 hours. Oh, you see that says the plants are withering. But I'm not going to go check them until it's warm enough for me to go out there. Okay, auto-saved. I'm going to save this as day 2. I think it's day 3 actually. Should come up and tell me in a moment. Make sure I put my helmet back on.
Suit pressurized. Helmet sealed.
Oh, I will show something we're going to need soon is an air compressor. We need an aluminium plate, pack of screws, small pipe. For when there's a sandstorm, which I think is tomorrow. Let me just check. How is the battery holding up? So it definitely dropped all the way down and is now charging back up a bit.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure line.
So the exterior O2 in here is still low. So these seedlings, it shows here growth 18%. So that's not too bad. They're growing. I don't know why you can open it a bit. Maybe someone can explain that. Alright. I'm going to make another... I'm going to plant some more. Can I? What am I missing? Aluminium. Small engine. Pack of screws. Alright, let's go for it. This may be a bad idea. I am not sure. Do I have anything else other than potatoes? Potato seed magazine. No, I think it's just potatoes. This is a Mark Watney special, is it? Yes, that's the Martian. Just eats
Available point
potatoes.
for technological advancement.
Boom. It was happy with me doing that. Now I need to give it some more power to here. Let's see if we're supplying enough. So if I go up to the building, usually here, it'll tell me what usage 11.4. If I go into here, workshop. 19? Does that mean I'm not getting enough? Well, the lights are on, so we're getting enough power and this is running. So that's good. So maybe I could have been running both at once. I'm not sure. And just accept that occasionally.
Water refilled.
At night, it'll not be 100% growth, but it'll still grow as much as it can. So we'll see.
Equalizer pressure.
Now I've demolished what I can there. Really, all I can do is just harvest. Sorry. What they call it? Extract. And at some point, I'm hoping I can level up enough that I'll be able to get one of the nice... there's apparently an automated heavy vehicle that will go do the mining for you. So once we get to that point, we'll be able to really build a big base. And I saw something about a deep space communications system. So I think that's what you need to effectively be able to call home and say, hey guys, I've built this giant massive antenna system. I can now signal Earth and ask for help. And one of the other things you can apparently build is a big jetpack. So that kind of sounds like fun. Looking forward to building playing with a big jetpack. I think apart from doing this, oh yeah, technology-wise, mechanics, low torch.
Mechanics.
I need to do this enough that I can get a grinder, and then I can get an air compressor, because there's going to be a sandstorm, possibly in the next day. Like for my playthrough, the next day of the gameplay, in the morning, there was a big sandstorm. So it came at night, but it was still affecting during the day, and it just, the batteries were completely depleted, and you want to be able to spray the solar panels, but that's not really full option. Unless you got the air compressor. And that's why you need the CO2 containers, and I had to go back and play because I had simply lost my CO2 canisters. Now that I've got an inventory box, I can put all my extra things in there that I pick up. So I could go back to the base and pick up a couple of the things that are left behind. And the point of all this, you can see my health is slightly low. And one of the really good things here, I go to inventory, I put in the iron. I've got a tiny bit of calcium in there. When you go to the printer, cable just uses silicon. Repair kit does use aluminium, which is a bit of a pain. Water gas cable doesn't need aluminium. But thankfully, a first aid kit only requires silicon. So you can very easily go and build a bunch of first aid kits and plenty of power cables. And silicon's really easy to get. And you have to go to the printer container for the things that have been printed. But yeah, I now have an abundance of first aid kits, and I can consume one of them. There was, I think, 2 first aid kits here and 2 first aid kits there. So, but my health is still slightly low. And so I will want another. Gonna eat some food and have a first aid kit. And hopefully my health increases. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just, going through the ore. I will say a couple of points about this game. The unrealistic bit is that you'd be out there mining. The reality is that they've really underdone the solar radiation issue. Just the radiation on Mars is way stronger and way more devastating than on Earth. So even with a suit on, your chances of getting cancer are incredibly high. Now I think if we actually go to Mars, we're going to want to bring a bunch of MRI machine and just give everyone regular full body MRI scans and things, and that might help a little bit, but it's still going to really suck to get a bunch of cancer. So actual housing will be under a big layer of dirt. You probably dig them into the ground a bit. You won't just have some metal chute. It's so cold that you're going to need an extra layer between the base. So if there's a metal outside there, and yeah, pretty much just I don't see the way this game is done as being really realistic as to how it will be. Most of the time, you're actually just going to be manipulating robots. So you get to Mars only to be telling robots what to do. So 80% of this sort of work, 99.99% will have to be people controlling robots. Or you might be in some sort of not ATV, but some sort of Martian rover, bus-sized thing that hopefully has some active shielding on it. If you need to travel anywhere, we'll have to be extracting water, not just conveniently out of an ice source in the ground, which is a potential, yes, but also from the atmosphere. A little bit like the evaporator things in Star Wars that Luke has to deal with on Tatooine, but we're going to be on Mars. There's points about how strong the wind is, but there's only and there's even blueprints for a windmill. But the reality is that on Mars, there's only 1% the atmosphere. So it's so thin that it just can't actually do something. So this game is more inspired by The Martian and has some homages to Elon Musk. It's not completely realistic, but it's still got some good ideas in it, is I guess what I'd say. It's a fun game. but also tedious and challenging at the same time. But the actual realistic bit is that this is not how it's going to be. You can't just build a base. You can have stuff out in Mars, but you can't have humans just living inside a habitat on there as far as we're aware. You're going to want a 1 meter thick layer of ground. There's also meteorite attacks and stuff, so that's why you want a good bit of the regolith, the soil here, just wrapped over a building, which is why you probably want the building partly dug into the ground, and it just needs to be strong enough to survive against both meteorites and the Martian. It's not the Martians, it's the lack of Martian atmosphere is really what does it. So I'm worried that this is just not charging up enough, and that's definitely not going to last the night. So this is my big concern, and why I'm trying to do as much mining as I can, is so I can then start trying to build some more solar panels. But I need to build another one of these first to plug in. So let me just see whether I can do that. Of course, ECU2, if I can. Alright. Blueprint. Electricity. Transformer, ECU. What do you need? 4 electronics, 4 plates. Why does it think I've got nothing? Oh no, there we go. I have just enough electronics and a small circuit board to do this. Wow, okay. And if I knew, I would have done this before. Let's take... Let's see if we can build another solar panel set. Ah, I need more electronics. See, that's the... I knew there was some reason I couldn't. So you can press the arrow keys on your keyboard to change the orientation. So I can place down as many of the blueprints as I want. It doesn't stop me until I go to build them. And it'll tell me that I'm out of certain items.
Not enough materials.
Not enough materials. So the question is now, where can I get some more electronics? What do I need to build electronics with? Aluminium. So I have plenty of silicon and iron. But I need at least 4 aluminium to make 2 electronics to make at least another solar panel. And that's the next challenge.
Increased.
I just got a new technological advancement going for grinder. So that way the next one is air compressor. Oh, wait, I can get air compressor. I didn't realize I had to. Alright. Let's see if I can go build a compressor. Aluminium plate. Please tell me I have... Yes, aluminium plate. Small pipe. Pack of screws, aluminium plate. Oh, whoops, I didn't click add. It looks like this is going to take a little. And nearly done after waiting. It felt like an eternity. And now I have an air compressor. I want to see if I can try this. Don't need the spectral detector right now. So how do you attach NO2 to it? Or do you not need to? Okay, well, got that working. Yeah. Nearly done this big rock. And just a bunch more silicon. Apparently there is some rocks that contain aluminium in them, and until I get the spectral detector to really know and be able to run around and work out which rocks actually contain aluminium, then it's going to be a pain. Because I'm guessing these ones only contain the basics of iron, and that was silicon. And I'm going to have to head out to get more. So, yeah. That'll be fun. Okay, my suit power's down to 50%, so I'm just going to use up the last of the power that's in here. There's only 6 kilowatts. I'm at least going to use some for my suit. I should have charged up the other suit battery. See, there's an expected temperature drop. I got hunger, hydration to deal with. It's going to get cold. I found that if your suit loses a lot of power at night, even if you're sitting in. Don't stop charging, come on. It should charge so much faster than this, but
Low temperature warning. Sleep deprivation warning. Alert. Suit power 75%.
And there's nothing left. I'll use my spare spare water bottle. Let's get in here. That's out just a little bit too late. 21 degrees. Alright. Helmet off, and let's swap water bottles. Suit battery's not too bad.
Oxygen source external.
After day 4. Oh, whoops, I didn't tell it long enough.
Weather alert. Meteor shower expected. Warning.
Okay. Meteor shower, that's not good.
Weather alert. Meteor shower expected.
Okay, so this time it's going to be a meteor shower
Warning.
instead of... That's a worry. Okay, looks like you get different things each time you play. It's not a sandstorm, it's a meteor shower. let's take this opportunity to refill my O2 bottle.
Oxygen depleted.
Definitely make sure I put my helmet back on. I'm gonna have to refill my water and my suit.
Suit pressurized.
Batteries.
Helmet sealed.
Okay, this may go very wrong.
Alert.
Low oxygen warning? Shit, did I go without my O2? No? It's okay.
Warning. Incoming meteor shower. Find shelter. Warning.
Whoa, shit, do you see that? Holy shit. Not a good time to be doing this. I forgot that I haven't done this. And I wasn't giving the full 100% to this output. But I need to charge my suit a bit more. Wow, I haven't seen meteor shower. I'm getting in.
Equalizer pressure. Low pressure line.
I'm hoping that it's okay in here.
Water refill. Water refill.
%. 14%. What was it? Oh, I wanted to eat some food. I'm gonna have to charge some batteries. Let me just check. There's nothing in the tech tree that's interesting. We'll soon be able to get some new bits. I think the workbench is the next bit to repair a bunch of different things. I think it should let me repair my different devices. So looks like the big outages, sorry, the big meteor storm is gone. So that's good. Alright, let's charge the suit up. Yay, okay. I just got an electricity point. I could put it into a battery pack upgrade or a battery rack so I could recharge my suit faster, but the workbench is really important as far as I can tell.
Technology access level increased.
Later on, this will be useful. Oh, wind turbine and a transformer upgrade. Okay. It looks like there's a whole interesting variety of things here. You don't yet have the ability to make kilopower. Oh, battery printing. CO2 scrubby. So I did build a CO2 scrubber, but it didn't find it actually that useful. But it leads to things like a bed, 3D printer, survival capsule, which is effectively the capsule we got, but you need to add external power to it. Leveling corridors. The pump is for like pumping water to further places and splitting it and stuff. The Sabadia reactor gives you oxygen generation. Well tanks, storage cabinet. What do you need for this? Well extension. Living capsule. Living room bath. Bunch of different. So I think a survival capsule is needed for when you want to go out traveling a lot further. Freestanding tanks, longer corridors, science bench. Interesting. Guessing that's so I can build things. Capsule adapter, big crusher. Okay, so at least want to get to a small crusher. It's gonna require some technology in another area. Hangar for vehicle storage. Teleporting vehicles. I didn't know we had that tech. Social comms, main headquarters. Interesting. So electricity. RTV motocross, so small batteries. Suit energy saver. Upgrade battery capacity. Rover power extension. Medium solar panel. Oh, that'll be nice. Science bench. Wind turbine. Customization. Automated panel cleaning. Oh, it's not that. I have all sorts of ideas in my Abundant Mars podcast about that I haven't actually talked about yet, but you could have little robots that go and wash the panels. You could spray it. You could have a windscreen wiper. There's lots of different ways you could do automated solar panel cleaning. Allows increasing the amount of stored electricity, faster battery charging, antenna, battery capacity in ATVs, medium antenna, more significant industrial energy storage, solar panel efficiency, full protection from the big antenna, battery printing. More stuff in progress. So we'll look at those. Oh, mechanic stuff. Motocross, box of 4 circuits, just a container for them. Detector, the spectral detector is going to be really important. So you needed the workbench and a spectral detector. What? Why would you need a blueprint for spectral detector to get a detector? That doesn't make sense. Radio, jackhammer, controller, fire extinguisher, flying drone, detonator. Ah, you use the rocket explosives and detonator to blow stuff up. Cool. Master. That was the Mars truck. Oh, that is definitely an important. I'm gonna pin that as a primary. That's what I want. Once you can get the truck and go traveling, then you should be able to go pick up lots of stuff. Anti-meteorite system. Hey, meteor defense systems. I would ideally like us to have railgun tech for meteor defense, but with some backup rocket missiles systems. Heavy rovers. Nice. Grabber, tipper, radio base control, blowtorch level 2, so you can build more advanced stuff. Jetpack. Ah, there's jetpack. Tanks for the rover, blowtorch level 3, ATV rocket engine, drill for the rover, grinder, welder. So for remote Control range antenna. Okay. Automated rock drilling. Automated rock lifting. Oh, right. I think there's a whole bunch of work here about automated stuff. And then, the heavy suit. Apparently that lets you really perform out in the cold at night, high radiation, all of that. We went through these, and botany. So I've now got the ability to make a fridge, apparently. Seed machine, planting tool, food processing, definitely going to need that. Special plant cultivation system delays their wilting. Small plant crate for moving them. Genetic engineering, faster growth, low oxygen usage. Science bench. Special suit for endurance recovery. Greenhouse. Large hydroponics shelf. Plant incubator. A field. Is this where you get the field that you can grow stuff? That looks really important. That looks like something to really aim for. Small dome is also important. Passive compost generator. Medium dome. Slower withering. Faster growth. Big plant crate. Large dome. Should be able to have some nice trees and stuff in there. Oh, I have a botany point I can use up. So I've already used it on here. I'm going to need food processing. Food ration. Yeah, you kind of need a food processor.
Botany. Technology access level increased.
I already have a planting tool. I'll probably want the plant crate, seed machine, and slower withering. Cool. I think that's going to be it. I think that's enough for today. And I doubt anyone's going to watch an hour and a half of me having played a bit of Occupy Mars. But if you did, thank you. I hope you enjoy it. Good game. Just gonna leave it at that. Cheers.